Hello, hope you're having a perfectly balanced day and a happy new year. I had a pretty good start to the year as I just won another regional yesterday playing Heatsoul Kashtira. The deck was really strong and I chose it because I wanted to play a hand trap deck and I think it is the best hand trap deck right now. When everyone is playing hand traps, games become simplified quite fast, and Kashtira thrives in simplified games. We're going to dive right in, and as we do, I will just mention that there are a lot more videos on the way, and streams coming for both the TCG and Duel Links starting from the 15th, so stay tuned for that. So, we play the standard free Unicorn, free Fenrir. I play free Racer because we want to maximise on consistency. Then a bit different, I play 1 Ogre and Prep. These cards are very good, I think it helps a lot against Labyrinth, and in general it's very good for grinding too. Sometimes, even if you have nothing banished, setting up Prep is very nice because it means they can't make SP and banish Fenrir effectively, because then you can just go Prep and then bring back Fenrir. The effect of Ogre to rip cards from their deck is also really good. Against Dragon Link I was able to rip away the Collapse Serpent, which was very nice. And then 1 Skeckle Cash, which is also very important. Then we play the 4 Planet for consistency. Free Birth, this card is insane, it does everything. It's a reborn, lets you normal summon your big guys from hand, and banishing stuff from their graveyard is also really huge. Especially against Fire King, for example, if you can clear their island on your turn with Dark Almond, for example, or with Fenrir. Fire King Island is mandatory, so they have to use it, and then you can use Birth to rip their graveyard, which is really good. Free Theosis, I would like to play 2, because this doesn't get you to your Heatsoul combo because it exceeds locks you. I do play 3 because I play 1 Desires with 3 Prosperity. The reason for this is because I don't actually trust Kashtira. I think it's actually pretty bricky as a deck. So I wanted to play an extra pot to have more consistency there. And it was pretty nice too. I drew this off Heatsoul once and it was pretty good, being able to draw 2 more cards. In general it's very nice. Sometimes you can open this plus Prosperity, so if they Ash Desires you can Prosperity, which is pretty nice. And then onto the hand traps, of which I played 14. So we have the standard, free Shifter, free Ash, free Imperm, these are all fairly normal. And then the less normal part is we have 2 Ghost Mourner. I like this a lot. My teammate Andre played Bell for the event. I have Bell in my side deck. Bell was very good, but I didn't think it was very flexible against decks like Pearly or Rescuers, and against the other random decks in the room. Mourner hits a lot more matchups and is a level 3 tuner to make Baron with. Then I played 2 Droll and 1 Nibiru. Okay, so this is a bit weird, and this will require some explanation. The reason for this is because somewhere in my deck combined, I wanted to have 3 Droll and 3 Nibiru. So I chose to go 2 Droll, 1 Nib in main, and then side deck the 2 extra Nib and the 3rd Droll. The reason for this is because I don't want to main deck 3 Droll, because it's one of the more risky hand traps to open in multiples, and it has conflictions with Shifter. Nibiru is very high impact, but can be the worst hand trap to see by itself, whereas at 1 it's pretty nice because it is probably one of the better hand traps paired with everything. It does have an issue though where a lot of decks can respect this quite easily. For example, good Rescuers players will always play around this. And then yeah, that's the main deck, 40 cards. We'll go on to the side deck next because the extra deck is the important part that will lead into our combo demonstration. So as mentioned, I play the 3rd Droll and 2 more Nib to have the option to be able to side into 3 each of these against big combo decks, which is what I chose to do as opposed to playing Lava Golem, because I wanted to be able to just stop the combo decks from playing entirely, and then just beat them by playing Kashtira cards. And against combo decks, I don't really mind having free Droll and free Shifter in, because even though there is that confliction, I really want to see Droll or Shifter. Speaking of Shifter, I suppose something else worth mentioning is that I didn't actually see Shifter that much. I saw it, I think, 5 times the entire event, and 2 of those times I still lost because my hand was garbage. But this card is insane, of course, and it is one of the main draw points of playing Kashtira. This card is very good this format. The Gemini Open was just won by T-Element, so I expect to see a lot more T-Element going forwards. back to the side deck, we have 3 Bell. I side these as opposed to maining them because I don't think it hits a lot of matchups in a wide format. But I think it's pretty important to side deck because one of your worst matchups is Labyrinth, and it's good against Viking too. Then I play 3 Talons. This is what I put in going first into every matchup because hand traps are very popular right now. Even the decks which don't normally play hand traps, like the Element, often side into Nibiru. And Nibiru is one of Kashtira's biggest weaknesses. Ash can hurt you sometimes if your hand is weak. Draw can hurt you sometimes too. So it hits all of those hand traps apart from Imperm, which is very nice. Even if they have no hand trap, having it in hand for turn 3 is also pretty good too. Then a 3 Cosmic, this was for Labyrinth and Fire King. And then I also played 2 Lightning Storm and Duster, which was for Labyrinth and Rescue Race. I don't like evenly match because I think the battle phase is pretty important. And then on to the extra deck. We have 1 Shangri. I never really make this apart from when I'm under Shifter. Big Eye, very important card. Flare Metal, I actually like this card a lot. There was a game where I was able to do almost complete game after Prosperity, and I summoned this when he had 850 life points, so he had only 1 effect to activate, and that 1 effect had to clear the Flare Metal, and that was pretty good. I summoned it also against Pearly quite a bit too, because they pay 5 for My Friend, so in a grind game you can get them quite low, and then you summon this and then they're really stuck. Dark Almond, this card is insane. You use this to pop their entire board, and then you can banish stuff like Theosis from grave to add back things. You can put Typhon over this too. Typhon's very good in this deck because you get Xyz locked by Theosis, but that's fine because you can just make Typhon over your guys. And Typhon's very nice because this and Big Eye cannot attack the time they use their effects, which is where Typhon helps because you can put Typhon over the top of these two. And then we have Harmonizer. I played this for Fire King, never came up. This should have been access code because of the Cyberse combo. And then the best rank 7 is Dracosac. This is what we make instead of Shangri-Era. I make this a lot every single time because of what gets us to our full board. Because what we do is we use this, we summon our 2 tokens, then we turn our 2 tokens into Link Spiders, and then we turn these into the G-Golem to bring back the Link Spider, and then make Heatsoul, and then with the rest of our combo, which is just for opening Unicorn Fenrir, that's one way of doing it. Let's just end on Heatsoul, IP, Fenrir and Birth, or if we want to respect Nibiru, we end on Heatsoul, SP, Fenrir and Birth. Which is really good, because we draw 2 cards, and we play 14 hand traps, and the only bad one to draw is Shifter or Imperm on their turn, and plus I side into more hand traps too. And then Barone, very important card because we play Ash, Morna, and Bell to make a level 10 synchro. And then Zeus, this card I summoned quite a few times. It's not as important as it used to be, but it still is very good. You have to play this. So let's do a demonstration of the combo now. So for the combo, let's say we have Unicorn and Fenrir. This is very easy to get to because we have Rice Off and Terraforming. This also works with Rice Heart too. So we're going to go Summon Unicorn, Effects Unicorn, Search Birth, Activate Birth, Summon Fenrir, Fenrir effects, Search Scarecrow Kashtira. We're going to overlay these 2. Summon Dracosac, Effect of Dracosac, summon 2 tokens. Then we're going to link off a token. Summon Link Spider, link off the other token, summon Link Spider. We're going to link off these 2 to make the G-Golem. Then we go Effect of G-Golem. Bring back Link Spider. These 2. Summon Heatsoul. Then we get our draw from Heatsoul. If you have like Theosis to extend, it's best to extend first and then do the draw because then you have deck thinned first. Then we go Effect of Scarecrow Kashtira, summoning itself by banishing the Unicorn from grave. We'll put that over here. Then we can link Scarecrow Cash and Dracosac to make IP if we choose to not respect Nibiru, or SP if we choose to respect Nibiru, because if a Nibiru we can chain SP to banish itself and Heatsoul. So let's go for the not anti-nib line, and we will go Birth, bring back Fenrir, and now our end board is Fenrir, Heatsoul, IP, Birth, and in their turn we can pay 1,000 and draw again off Heatsoul, which is pretty good. The idea with access code is that Dracosack by itself gets you to this scenario where you have Dracosack and Heatsoul. So you can pay 1,000, draw a card, and then make access code with these two. And then access code will have a fire to banish, a water to banish, and an earth to banish. And then it will also have itself to banish, and that's actually pretty important, because by banishing itself, you can then summon your Kashtiras from hand. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Shoutouts to Tier 0, especially Andre and Niall, who also tops, to my local friends who lent me cards, and to Connor for driving us there. Thanks for watching, and yeah, adios.